Uttar Pradesh's Pilibhit. Terrorists were accused of lobbing a grenade at a police post in Punjab's Gurdaspur. The encounter between members of the Khalistan Zindabad force and joint team of Uttar Pradesh and Punjab police took place in Pilibhit's Puranpur. The accused were identified as Gurvinder Singh, Virendra Singh alias Ravi and Jaspreet Singh alias Pratap Singh, all residents of Gurdaspur. 2 AK rifles and 2 pistols have been recovered from the terrorists who were killed in this encounter. Also, UPDG Amitabh Yash has said that the trio was involved in a grenade attack on a police checkpoint in Punjab's Gurdaspur, while UPDGP Prashant Kumar has confirmed that the 3 suspects had succumbed to their injuries as well. Punjab DG Gaurav Yadav also took to X, calling it a major breakthrough against a Pakistan-sponsored Khalistan Zindabad force terror module. And with that, it's a quick wrap from my end. Thank you so much for watching Brass Tacks. Up next is the Hard Facts with Rahul Shivshankar.
Laminates presents CNN News 18 Primetime Studio.
We're live from the CNN News 18 Primetime Studio presented by Green Lamb Laminates. Viewers, watch these pictures on your screens. Vandals pelting any and everything they can lay their hands on at Allu Arjun's home. Can this free run have happened without the local authorities not knowing? That question is being asked in Hyderabad today with increasing urgency. The visuals are evidence that under the Congress state government, Allu Arjun is fair game. Allu Arjun, viewers, is a superstar in his own right. But today, he is being treated like a criminal, a person guilty of a crime. And there are people out there willing, viewers, to punish him, so to speak. The attack on his home was meant to signal popular anger against him for his alleged role in triggering a stampede during the premiere of his movie earlier this month, but is under the lens for the possibility that it may have been state-sponsored. Indeed, moments after the attack took place and the police showed up, it transpired that the lead vandal was a Congress youth wing leader that hails from the Chief Minister's own constituency. As if to underline his connections, pictures of him posing with the Chief Minister, you can see them, viewers, in the middle of your screens, also begun doing the rounds. You can see on the right, in the middle of your screens, with the yellow scarf, is Revanth Reddy, the Chief Minister. And on his right, viewers, closest to me, is an individual who belongs, as I told you, to the youth wing of the Congress party. The prime accused this individual is in the attack on Allu's home, and he goes by the name Srinivas Reddy. Srinivas Reddy is not just a member of the youth wing of the Telangana Congress, viewers. He is a president of the Kodangal unit of the Indian Youth Congress. Pictures of Srinivas Reddy and Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy are out in the open, and incidentally, Kodangal is Revanth Reddy's assembly constituency. So these individuals would know each other. It's a different matter that Mr. Reddy flipped his political allegiance recently. He went from the BRS, where he also posed along with the BRS's putative leader, the scion of the party, KTR, and now, of course, finds himself glued to the side of Chief Minister Revanth Reddy in those pictures. The Congress government led by Revanth Reddy has denied any link out of hand, but is still struggling to explain why it allowed, viewers, this vandalism to take place. The matter is in court and should be decided there, not on the streets. When matters as sensitive like this or as this are decided on the street, viewers, then that country, that entire system has given up any claims of being ruled by law. And it is being left to vigilantes or vigilantism, then this lapse constitutes a major loss of face for the government, which ironically is accusing the theatre owners and Allu Arjun of failing to secure the lives of their fans. So on the one side, viewers, you have a government that can't secure the well-being of Allu Arjun, the same individual that they accuse of failing to secure the lives of his fans. Anyway, the attack on Allu Arjun's home happened on the day the government released CCTV footage to underline its claim that Allu Arjun was responsible for the stampede. The Telangana police has released footage of Allu at the theatre on the night of the stampede. The police say that the CCTV rebuts Allu's claim that he left the theatre as soon as he heard about the stampede claim. The police also have gone out to say that the CCTV timestamps show Allu stayed in the theatre well after the stampede and well after he was informed that the stampede had taken place. What that goes to prove, viewers, I don't understand, but maybe some people can put it into perspective for us when we open this up for debate. But many are convinced that the actor is being targeted for not coming out in support of the Congress openly. Others say that he is being made to pay for his family's connections. One of his uncles is Pawan Kalyan, viewers, and you know which side of the fence he's on. Yet others are saying that the police in Hyderabad is doing its job by the rule book, and they've thrown it at Allu Arjun because all citizens are equal in the state of Telangana. But there are some questions that need to be posed, viewers. The attack on Allu's home, sponsored by the Congress party, is this true? Given the proximity of the prime accused and the chief minister, at least there's photographic evidence to suggest that. Does the manner in which the police arrest Allu only for court to strike it down reek of high-handedness? If charges against Allu were so grave, why did the Telangana police wait over a week to arrest him? And last but not least, the Hyderabad police says it is going by the rule book. Why are so many doubting their version? It's true that Congress is pressuring Allu to align with it. Is that really what's happening? Let's throw this open, viewers. Let's first get in the persons who will speak up for the Congress party. And there's Tehseen Poonawalla, somebody who came very well prepared for this debate last Friday, viewers, when the arrest happened. And he did concede at that time that perhaps there was a degree of high-handedness.
Right.
But Tehseen Poonawalla and Pradeep Bhandari, let me bring them into this first. Tehseen Poonawalla, I don't understand. The Chief Minister is supposed to be upholding the rule of law by going after someone like Allu Arjun, but can't guarantee the rule of law in one of the most posh localities of the city of Hyderabad. Look at these scenes. And worse, the prime accused seems to be somebody he knows very well. What's going on?
Good evening, Rahul. Grateful that I'm back on your show. And as you know, my first and my natural instinct was the arrest of Allu Arjun is too much. It shouldn't have happened. That was my gut instinct despite supporting the Congress and knowing Revant well, etc. I thought this is not acceptable. But as facts have emerged today after the press conference with the timestamps, I've personally spoken to the police there to get this is verified. Let me just take 30 seconds to explain to your viewers. A permission was sought, which was denied. With a timestamp, a letter is given, not allowing for a permission. The said actor not only then comes when a permission is denied, he comes from a sunroof car waving out. All of this is captured on CCTV's timestamp. Then he has private security around him, bouncers, who stopped the police from informing the actor that a woman has died. I want your viewers to understand a woman lost her life. A woman lost her life, her son's in ICU. It took no less, Rahul, and you are somebody who is very empathetic, than the Deputy Commissioner of Police to come, move those bouncers out, those hooligans out, and tell the actor somebody's lost their life. Yes, then the actor left, escorted out by the DCP, caught on camera with this timestamp. These are not police recordings, these are all recordings including from the theatre. This is the sequence of events. Number two, what happened with this mob violence is wrong. It's totally wrong. It is unacceptable. And the Chief Minister has been on record saying we will not tolerate it. DGP has been pulled up, CP has been pulled up, and action should be taken. I do concede here action should be taken against cops. You cannot take law into this own hands. This is wrong. But I'm again asking you, a woman's lost her life and the police denied permission. Was it right then to come? And is private security now going to stop police from doing their duty? If I think my first reaction was it was wrong that the actor has gone to jail. The police should be acting on. Now my reaction is, even the owner of this bouncer agency should be thrown behind jail.
On what basis was the permission denied, as you claim?
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Because the local SHO, who also attended the press conference today and he was very emotional, said that the anticipation of the crowd would have been much more. This was a big hit. And they did not have the adequate numbers. You know, I'll tell you something. They didn't
have the adequate numbers
because it was going to be a big hit. They denied permission. It was done a previous night the permission was sought.
No, 3 days before.
No.
But 3 days before. No, hang on. Now, just a minute. And you see, this is where the logic begins to break down.
Right.
So I just want to add here, viewers, think about it. In America, you hold the Oscars.
Right.
In England, you hold the BAFTAs.
They do.
In India, we hold the Filmfare Awards.
True.
And several others.
True.
Viewers, not one but several stars appear.
True.
Are we going to tell all these stars in our country that we can't have the equivalent of our own Oscars because, you know, boss, we don't have the adequate number? You stay at home. You stay at home, you watch your TV, you watch getting awards. No, 1 second. You watch yourself getting awards as if we've still got COVID and we have to sit in a hermetically sealed compartment at our house and watch over YouTube, Google Meets.
Correct.
That's a joke.
No, it's
4 days before, 4 days, if my facts are right, 4 days before.
No, 3 days before,
4
but
days.
Answer that.
No, 1 second. 1 second. Between 4 and 3 days, fine enough. A letter goes out from the theatre owners to say that the entire film crew is going to be there.
Right.
Okay. Please send your sentinels.
Yes.
Make sure that you depute the police.
Right.
Please provide us, the word was bandobast, quote unquote.
Yes.
And viewers, the police doesn't respond, by the way.
No, they did.
Oh, they do it.
May I please give the sequence? Okay. There are two issues you've raised. One very pertinent. Should people sit at home? I don't think so. I'm not one who sits at home. But Oscars, you will appreciate, and the other awards, including Filmfare, are not held in a theatre where the capacity, for examples, of 1,000 people and 10,000 turned out. There was no fire escape. There was no other escape. You will appreciate.
Let me open this up. Pradeep
just make 10 seconds more. Just 10 seconds more. Pradeep, sorry. Pradeep's a very empathetic guy. He's very empathetic. Pradeep,
but he may not be empathetic to you.
No, and I don't want him
he
to.
Might be empathetic
I'm saying be empathetic to Revati and her son.
Yes.
She's lost her life.
1 second. Should
police, private security stop the DCP from meeting a star because someone's lost her life?
Pradeep Bhandari, respond to this charge by Tehseen Poonawalla that you are not being empathetic by siding with the actor. Now, viewers, it's very important to note that Tehseen Poonawalla did not talk about the subsequent attack on this actor's home.
Terrible.
What if he was out there? He might have been lynched, viewers. Think about it. I'm just saying, viewers, this is a state government that can't provide security to a person who has become, because of a large number of so-called revelations, a controversial figure, perhaps even a hate figure. Look at these scenes. Clearly someone is triggered and they couldn't even guarantee him safety in one of the poshest districts of Hyderabad. Forget about anything else. Nonetheless, Pradeep Bhandari.
Well, Rahul, my friend Tehseen is trying to play the good cop, bad cop. And the truth of the matter is that there is a pattern, and the pattern is exposed by you in your report. It is not a mere coincidence that after Telangana government gets a heavy beating by the Telangana High Court, which questioned Allu Arjun's immediate arrest, the Telangana government is looking standstill and there is a stone pelting happening at Allu Arjun's house, and the individuals who are responsible for stone pelting are considered to be very, very close to the Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. Revanth Reddy. All of this cannot be a coincidence, point number one. What is the larger motive of the Congress party? The larger motive of the Congress party is it is wanting to send a message to the entire Telugu film industry, to the entire industry, like Jawaharlal Nehru had done to Majru Sultanpuri when he had jailed Majru Sultanpuri, when Majru Sultanpuri recited something which Mr. Nehru did not agree to, and in his eyes Mr. Nehru was a Hitler. So Mr. Revanth Reddy is doing what the Congress has traditionally done, trying to send a chilling effect. Now let me come to victim. I think none of us on this panel will be more authorized to speak about the disease than the deceased husband. Let me quote the deceased husband. Deceased husband says that we only went to Sandhya Theatre that day because my son wanted to watch the movie. It's not Allu Arjun's fault that he visited the theatre that day. I am ready to withdraw my case. Police didn't inform me of his arrest. I watched it only in the news. He has nothing to do with the stampede, which clearly means that everybody was anticipating that Allu Arjun would come. Why did the police not ensure proper bandobast? And another point I would like to say, if I take Tehseen's argument forward, 41% has been the rise in the grievous incidents of law and order reported in Telangana. With that logic, Mr. Revanth Reddy should resign. Mr. Revanth Reddy is also the education minister, and in Telangana, in the last 1 year, 62 deaths have been reported in the education institutions and hospitals. Direct accountability is of Mr. Revanth Reddy. He should be put to jail. Why is Tehseen Poonewala, my dear friend, who's such a liberal man, trying to defend Revanth Reddy and the Congress party, which is trying to send a message through Allu Arjun to the entire film industry, toe our line or be in jail?
Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of this?
I'm in a, I wouldn't say in a fix, but I would say I would like to take a line that brings out the hypocrisy and the ineffectiveness of the state on both counts, Rahul. Please bear with me. Number one, there is no doubt about the truth, what Pradeep, my good friend, has said, that all political parties want to appropriate film stars and film personalities as much as they can. History has shown this. Most of all, Congress has not only benefited from it, Congress has expressed its vengeance on people who have decided to remain neutral or who've joined the other party, so to speak. A very famous case which this present generation might not know, in 1962, Dilip Kumar's film Ganga Jamna was blocked by Jawaharlal Nehru and the censor board. They demanded 250 cuts. And his biggest fan, Dilip Kumar, was Indira Gandhi. Dilip Kumar persuaded Indira Gandhi to have 15 minutes meeting with Jawaharlal Nehru. That meeting transpired between Nehru and Dilip Kumar, and the film was released. The quid pro quo was that Dilip Kumar would canvass for Mr. Menon, who was participating in the 1962 elections. So this has always gone on. We know about Amitabh Bachchan, we know about so many other stars. It's not just Congress that does it, every political person. So that's point number one. As far as how much effect, this chilling effect, as Pradeep calls it, is because Mr. Allu Arjun is the nephew of Pawan Kalyan, who is now, obviously at the receiving end of Congress's barbs or whatever you may call it. That is not yet out. I mean, Allu Arjun says he is ruthlessly neutral. But, the point is,
they don't want him to be ruthlessly neutral.
Exactly. So that's
they want him to be ruthlessly partisan, according to you.
Yes.
They don't want him to be neutral, Anand. That's the issue.
Absolutely. That's the problem. But the second issue also which I want to raise, which unfortunately always gets brushed under the carpet, is that you have a citizen of India like you, me, Tehseen, everyone, Allu Arjun. There are 5 crore cases pending in the judiciary. 71% of Indian prisoners are under trial. 71% of lakhs and lakhs of people. And Mr. Allu Arjun is arrested. He's heard the same day and he's granted bail the same day. Now, I find it very difficult to say that, look, he's been hard done by. When you look at, of course, from case to case is another matter, but when you look at 71% of Indian prisoners have been, just dumped in jail for years. And here is a person who's arrested and the same day gets bail. So, let's look at both sides. It's important because ultimately what happens is, as Tehseen rightly says, a woman lost her life. It was absolutely tragic. But I am not to take away the blame from the police. If the theatre owner had requested adequate security, why on earth was it not provided with or without, notwithstanding Allu Arjun's presence being there?
Well, look, viewers, it's very important to remember that the
is
law
the
must
official
apply.
record,
One second,
Rahul.
Pradeep, one second. The law must apply equally to all citizens of this country. Just because Allu Arjun has made some massive hits, etc., doesn't mean that he can't even be questioned. That's not the way. As long as he gives answers which convince the jury, that's fine. But it doesn't mean that he's exempted completely from being asked a question, called for questioning, or even being arrested in this particular case, even if the arrest took place 8 or 9 days after, appears like an afterthought. There is a check and a balance, and that are the courts. And in this matter, the courts did rule, yes, once again, very quickly, almost as quickly, viewers, as to give. Maybe Dr. Ranganathan, the Telangana High Court is, or the courts there are extremely punctilious, because they even gave the vandals within 3 or 4 hours relief. They were also out. So, you know, in the A to Z category, there's a new A and there might be a new Z. But
where does
anyhow,
R fit in this?
Well, luckily for me, well, anyhow, better.
Where does R and AR fit in this? AR has J side defunct.
Give us some time. Give us some time. Or give the Congress some time. Nikul Patel and Krishank Mane. Let me bring in Krishank Mane. Krishank Mane, what are you making such a big hoo-ha about, says Tehseen Poonawala. The law must take its course. And it is. So, if Allu Arjun is being pulled in for an interrogation, or some people show up outside his house and throw a few potatoes, tomatoes, stones, what's the big deal? Ye to sab chalta hai.
I think, Rahul, if anyone can actually perfectly speak the factoid and the whole timeline about this case, is me being in Hyderabad here. Well, empathy, yes, definitely it is really unfortunate. But why does, Congress has empathy only on this subject where Allu Arjun is involved? Why not Shailaja, a scheduled tribe student who died of food poisoning in the government school? Anirudh died in government school. In Revant Reddy's own constituency, a Congress leader, ex-Sarpanch Sai Reddy, wrote a suicide note blaming Revant Reddy's brothers for his suicide. But no action has been taken. But Congress selectively has chosen this subject, well and good. Now coming to the timeline, Rahul. 2nd, the permission was sought on 2nd December. On 4th, this incident happened. 13th, Allu Arjun was arrested. And the court argument happened, and after that he was jailed, and in fact he had to stay in the jail for the night, unlike these vandals who got the bail and who came out. But Allu Arjun had to stay in the jail. You know, on that day, Honorable Judge asked, if there is a rejection of permission, show the document. The police failed to show the document. But around 17th and 18th, there was a handwritten note which came out in social media. No official release by any police department, but a handwritten note which came out through a leak by Congress IT handles. Number one. Yesterday, again, we see that the Hyderabad police tweets a video which was 24 hours before on Revant Reddy Garu's proxy handles was posted. The same was posted by the Hyderabad Commissioner, Hyderabad Police handle. Number one. One more thing is, yesterday an Assistant Commissioner of Police, Vishnu Murthy, by the name Vishnu Murthy, held a press meet. His language was really shocking. He said, we will skin Allu Arjun, we will teach him a lesson. Yeah, it's a fact that later the Congress government suspended him. Before that, Revant Reddy Garu, 1 hour, he did not speak about many serious issues in Telangana, farmer suicides, weaver suicides, auto driver suicides. No. But 1 hour on Allu Arjun issue, he spoke in the assembly. Allu Arjun speaking, Assistant Commissioner of Police Vishnu Murthy holding a press meet immediately, and then this Congress, Youth Congress President, office bearer, not an old, I'm not showing an old thing or not a picture with Revant Reddy or any politician. I am showing you this. See, this is a paper statement. A prominent newspaper, Sakshi, in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, on December 4th, 2024, I'm not showing you old news also. In this month, in this year, December 4th, 2024, when Youth Congress elections were held in entire Telangana state, this man, Reddy Srinivas, the prime accused, has emerged the winner from Revant Reddy's constituency. If he is a close aide, only then he can contest and win. So why is Congress party taking this Allu Arjun episode so personal is our straight question.
Okay, another petitioner is brought out another piece of paper. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan.
No,
Submit.
just to answer your query, there are 11 lakh cases pending in Telangana courts.
There you go.
1.1 million
Under trials, is it?
pending cases.
Yeah. There you go. Congress leader Nikul Patel. The charge is that you are selectively sympathetic. Pradeep Bhandari is also holding up something. Soon will be a bulletin board, not a television channel. But go ahead, Nikul Patel.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, the person who died is the citizen of our country.
Yeah.
And the Allu Arjun, who is the star, is also the citizen of our country. And as per the constitution, the law implies equally to all who are going to be there in our country, whether it's a star or a normal person. Now, coming back to the point.
Just
where
one
the
second,
incident
there's some
happened.
breaking news coming in. Allu Arjun has been summoned.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at
To
11
Chikatpally
a.m.
police station.
So that's
Yes.
he's going to be at the police station tomorrow. I hope they can provide some security because a lot of fans might be there. There might be another stampede, this time under the watch of the chief minister and the police.
I hope he doesn't turn up with his bouncers.
No, I just hope.
I hope he doesn't turn up
well,
with
he
his
might
bouncers.
have to. If you don't give him security, he might have to.
Well, I hope
Yeah,
the bouncers are not
I
building
think-
the sun.
I mean, how are they going to arrange for all this security that they require to hold back the fans?
Well, if he's not getting out of the sunroof and waving
You
out
see,
to people
viewers,
and going like how normal people go, there's no need to do it.
if
Two
his car is
constables
stalled and he's right outside, he can wave to whoever he wants.
So that
Rahul,
another
he came on the
congressman
road
can,
waving
pass
I'd like
by
to
not
point out one thing, Rahul.
So Tehseen is saying that he
Rahul.
should not have his personal bodyguard so
Nikul
that a
Patel.
congressman can throw stones on Allu Arjun.
One second. Let Nikul
What I'm
Rahul,
Patel
trying
come
to
in.
say is don't get out of the
Tehseen
sunroof
has
and start
spoken
waving out to
about
people when you've been
roadshow.
told not
Yeah.
to do it.
Yes, Mane.
Tehseen has spoken about the roadshow. Even Chief Minister Revant Reddy has spoken about the roadshow. But the fact is, where did the stampede happen and where did the lady die? Not outside. Inside the theatre in the lower balcony hall. Please read
That's
the
true.
FIR. So how
That
are you
is
relating
true. That's
it
why
to a
permission was
roadshow?
denied, my
How are
friend,
you
because I
relating it?
said.
Okay. Then why
You're
did
right.
you stop him
You got
outside?
caught. Thank
Why
you.
did
In a
stop him
private
outside?
property, a woman has died when
to
permission
enter
is
inside.
denied. He's made my point for
You are
me.
supposed
Thank
to
you.
stop him outside.
No.
If there was no
He's
permission, why
saying
didn't you
inside
stop
the
him
hall.
outside?
That's
Inside
true.
the hall. So
So it's a
you
private
can hold
prop-
a,
Why
you
did
can
you
hold a
escort him
screening
inside
inside
the
the
hall
hall.
then?
One second.
And
One
clearly the theatre
Let's
did not
go
have
by
enough
one by
place.
one. Let's one by one.
Thank
Nikul
you for
Patel,
making my point.
One second. No, he's not made your
He's
point.
made
He's
my
actually
point.
contradicted. Anyhow, one second. Allu Arjun, 1 second. Allu Arjun is going to be summoned tomorrow, viewers. It's going to be high drama. 11 a.m. There's going to be, let me tell you, a crush of people. I just hope that better sense prevails and people are actually well prepared this time. But Nikul Patel, I don't know. There is selective attention here.
would
The
like
CM
to,
speaks for 1 hour on this issue. Mr. Mane says there have been several suicides in farmer suicides. He didn't speak for 1 hour on farmer suicide. Shelja, SC student, died because of food poisoning. No comment. Sai Reddy came out in his own constituency accusing Revant Reddy's brother of some sort of misdemeanors, allegedly, and being a reason for his death. No action. But Allu Arjun,
Can I speak now? Yeah. Thank you again. See, every case is important for the government, whether it is Allu Arjun or the person who had died due to food poisoning or any case that is happening in the Telangana's Congress government. Now, when it comes to the importance of this case, that is rightly, if you see what happened, the complainant had put the name of Allu Arjun in his explanation. That is the first part. Unless and until his name was not written, police will not do anything. Now, court had summoned the Allu Arjun and we have duly followed the procedure of the court that
sir,
has been.
please,
that
on
has
that
been
don't,
ordered.
because
First
the
thing.
High Court had some
No,
very,
I'm talking
very
about the
stern
lower
things
court.
to say. Anyhow, 1 minute.
I'm
1 second,
talking of
Nikul
lower
Patel,
court.
I want to ask you a
I'm talking
fundamental
of the lower
question.
court.
The question is more
Not High
fundamental,
Court. See, I'm
please.
not talking of High Court, yeah.
Is there a link between the person who threw, no, 1 second, the vandals who showed up there and your chief minister? Is this an attempt to intimidate Allu Arjun, to make him toe a line? Let's answer those questions tonight.
There is nothing to do such kind of activity. I have said it
No,
in
what
my
is
first
Srinivas Reddy
opening
doing there
statement
then?
only. that Allu Arjun is a citizen of our country and he has to follow the law.
So how is
Now,
Srinivas?
if
No,
the
hang
court
on.
had
How does it
summoned-
not apply to
Let me-
Srinivas
let me-
Reddy?
let me
Vigilante
listen.
number one.
Kindly listen to me. If court had summoned someone, then it's not the responsibility of government via police to make him appear before the court of the law. It is a constitution.
I think
we have to follow.
you're deliberately
Bharatiya Janata
not
Party
answering
friend,
the question that
my
I have
Tehseen
posed to you. It's a very
Poonawala-
straightforward question
Tehseen
I'm talking
Poonawala
about
is
today.
saying
That
Congress
matter is
not
over.
able
Yes,
to maintain
Dr.
law and
Ranganathan is
government-
piping in
law
with
and
something
order in
more.
the
What is this,
government,
Dr.
Telangana.
Ranganathan? Over.
So there are 5,000 under trials languishing in Telangana jails right now. Quarter of them are graduates. So the point I'm making is everything is not cut and dry.
It's not cut
I
and
think the Congress, yes, I think the Congress needs to be a little bit more sensitive about the entire issue. To say that the entire fault is of Allu Arjun is also not correct. But at the same time, Allu Arjun also needs to be very sensitive about what has happened. I mean, a woman has lost her life.
Precisely.
That is what I'm telling.
Allu
That is
Arjun
what-
has been saying that look, he is trying in every
Anand, that
which
is what
way,
I want to convey.
every which way to help the family in distress. And there is, of course, visible evidence of that. But viewers, very importantly, as I said, the Telangana government is within its right to summon anybody. But it is also, therefore, obligated to provide security after having made somebody the subject of such derision through a campaign which is quite evidently playing out in the public domain. It needs to also secure his person. And that's not happening. And the people who showed up there, viewers, are linked to the Congress party. At least the prime accused is, and his face is there, alongside the two most important players in Telangana, including the chief minister. So viewers, how is this playing out? We will perhaps know better tomorrow after the first round of interrogation, questioning, call it what you want to, with Allu Arjun. We'll also have him back in the public domain. Perhaps questions can be asked of him and where he thinks this investigation is going and what is prompting it. Viewers, I just hope that it is only purely a desire for justice and nothing much more. Because if it is, then it reflects very poorly, very, very poorly indeed on the administration. Now, viewers, I want to move on another story which reflects very poorly on the administration. And I begin with a series of questions. You may think they are rhetorical, but viewers, at the end of them, the end of what I'm going to tell you, you're going to thank me for asking some of these questions. How can a foreign terrorist become a voter in India? A Bangladeshi terrorist at that. How can he acquire the required IDs, identification papers, to become a stakeholder in Indian democracy? And we are not talking about any ordinary terrorist, viewers. What kind of system is so compromised that it can allow for such a massive security failure? And most important, is the system complicit? A series of questions prompted by the revelation that a Bangladeshi terrorist belonging to one of the most virulently anti-India organizations, terror groups in Bangladesh, has managed to become one of us, viewers, Indians, in the state of Bengal. He crosses the border. He begins living in Bengal. He's a terrorist. He becomes a voter. He gets all the IDs, so much so that he can freely travel all through the country. The terrorist Muhammad Saad Sheikh has been caught in Kerala, so much so, viewers. So confident that he would not be tracked down. And had he not been caught, he was primed to carry out a deadly terror attack, viewers. We are talking about Muhammad Saad Sheikh, Ansarullah Bangla team, ABT terrorist arrested in Kerala. Raad's name appeared in Bengal's voter list from 2 places. The appearance of the name raises concerns over security. But Saad Raad Sheikh isn't the only one. Other Islamist terrorists have also been apprehended in Bengal. Their arrests raised some serious questions. Let me give you a bit of a rundown on who else has been caught. West Bengal STF has arrested Pak-trained terrorist Javed Munshi near Indo-Bangladesh border. Munshi is known IED expert affiliated with the Tehreek-ul-Mujahideen. Munshi was planning to exfiltrate to Bangladesh under LET orders, Lashkar-e-Toiba orders. He's in touch with the Lashkar-e-Toiba and was saying, let me exfiltrate into Bangladesh to get more provisions, supplies, money, etc. and come back conveniently. Munshi wanted by the Jammu and Kashmir police for terror-related activities. The Assam and Bengal STF also arrested 2 other terrorists, both Abbas and Minarul, linked to Bangladesh-backed Ansarullah Bangla team ABT. Many will recall how TMC leaders are complicit in helping Bangladeshi nationals, particularly Muslims, acquire Indian credentials to legitimize their stay in India. Ratna Biswas, viewers, I'm not talking to the top of my head. TMC's organizational district head of Barashat in North 24 Paraganas said in November last year, many Bangladeshi people reside here. Those who have arrived from Bangladesh, if they face any difficulty in linking while enrolling their names in the voter list, which is the electoral list, Zakir Da, Zakir Hussain, a TMC leader in Hebra, will help you all. All of you, please contact this office. We don't want a single voter to be left out. This was a tape that appeared in public domain, never denied viewers, of a TMC leader telling Bangladeshi Muslims, we will facilitate your paperwork. You will become electors in our country. All of these facts, of course, bring us to ask some basic questions. Is the TMC complicit in waging demographic war on India by helping illegals secure Indian identity papers, especially terrorists? Why do TMC leaders like Ratna Biswas advantage illegals at the risk of disadvantaging Indian citizens? Has Muslim appeasement driven the Bengal government to be particularly lax in cracking down on terrorists? Is this the reason why the TMC led by Mamata Banerjee opposes the NRC in India? These are several questions, and let's open them up. Let's ask them. Let me go straight across to Professor Monojit Mondol. Professor Mondol, very serious state of affairs. Very, very serious state of affairs. Bangladeshi terrorists are on your electoral rolls. We know the reasons. Because your government, or at least factotums in your government, seem to have no problems in making these kind of adjustments, for giving these people these kind of privileges.
You know, I no longer get surprised about the kind of stupid narrative that you continuously flout on TV.
Right.
Stupid. I was listening to your lecture.
Yeah.
These people are willfully crossing the border,
Right.
which is manned by your home minister. These people are getting the voter cards, Aadhaar card, which again should be conducted by your government. Not a single word on them.
Yeah.
And you are hatefully deriding the government of West Bengal.
Okay.
Thank you so much for doing this, because you are actually counting more votes on us.
Right.
Look at the way BJP has been decimated because of your hateful campaign on RG Court. Look at what has CBI done. After RG Court, you had by-elections. All the 6 went to Trinamool Congress, including the one that was held by BJP in North Bengal. So, my dear friend Rahul, continue this hateful narrative.
Right.
We will take it. People of Bengal have...
Is Ratna Biswas a figment of my hateful imagination, biased imagination? This is what she said. No, hang on, hang on. Many Bangladeshi people reside here. Those who have arrived from Bangladesh, if they face any difficulty in linking while enrolling their names in the voter list, Zakir Da will help you. Instead of turning them over, viewers, to the said authorities who might have been lax. One second, Mondol. One second, Mondol.
Your nose also.
Okay, Mondol.
In Noida, in Delhi. What are you doing with them?
Mondol.
This statement was done.
Mondol, calm down. Don't let off so much steam that you are not visible. No, hang on. Just calm down. Take a deep breath. Take a Professor Mondol. Take a Professor. Oh, great, Professor Mondol. Yes, take a deep breath, Professor.
I know that you have a history of insulting.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Calm down.
I'm absolutely calm.
Yes. Let your pulse go back to normal. Don't worry.
I'm taking deep breath.
One second. Let me tell you, viewers.
Absolutely calm.
Ratna Biswas is not. No, hang on. Ratna Biswas. Okay, Professor Mondol, calm down. I think I've really tickled you in a funny place.
That's
I hope it's not in a place that, anyhow. The point is Ratna Biswas.
I don't hold my cerebellum
Ratna Biswas, TMC organizational district head of Barasat, and there are many more examples, viewers. I had pulled out one. I will just bring out that example also. Just a minute. Many Bangladeshi people reside here. Now, yes, viewers, people are coming across the border. The center needs to answer, and I'll get Pradeep Bhandari to answer. But if they have been identified, viewers, in the state, 1 second, Professor, again. Why are you so worked up today? Why are you so worked up today? Calm down.
I am worked, my man.
No, I'm not your, hang on, I'm not your sympathizer, sir. I'm asking you a question.
Continuously beating your luminous wings in the void, doing nothing for the BJP. They are continuously losing because of these kind of narratives of yours.
I must have really tickled something. I must have really tickled something. Something that is quite exposed. It must be the medulla. Hang on, 1 second, viewers. The point is, I haven't said this.
Numina, you are exposing your Numina.
Ratna Biswas, TMC organizational district head of Barashat in North 24 Parganas on 26 November last year, viewers. She comes out and says, many Bangladeshi people reside here. Very matter-of-factly, as if she knows them all. As if she has them over for tea. She says, those who have arrived from Bangladesh, if they face any difficulty in linking with enrolling their names in the voter list, Zakir Da will help you. All of you people contact this office. We don't want a single voter to be left out. This is Ratna Biswas, viewers, and I'm getting the lecture. She's still the member of the party. Anyhow, Pradeep Bhandari, respond to Professor Monojit Mandol, the one who is very tickled tonight. I hope you don't get tickled by him also.
Well, Rahul.
You are tickled.
Well, Rahul,
you are exposing your Lumina. What can I do?
The issue is extremely serious.
I can't look at
the issue is extremely serious.
Look at
For the firstly, Manojit Mandal called the protest by the people of Bengal and the women of Bengal in RG Car as a hateful campaign. He indirectly backed the rapist in RG Car rape and murder case. This is his ideology. This is his real thinking. Because for some votes, he can even discredit the voice of the people of Bengal. Now, I am not surprised with what the TMC has said.
Please let him speak. He never interrupted you. He kept quiet. He kept quiet. Don't be so arrogant. Don't be so arrogant. Don't be so arrogant. Calm down.
Mr. Mandal, stop acting like a hooligan. Mr. Mandal, stop acting like a hooligan and listen, okay? Have some decency. Well, if you recall, Rahul, it was Mamata Banerjee who had sent the founding member of SIMI, Ahmed Hassan Imran, to Rajya Sabha, who had suspected terror links. If you recall last year how the NSD had recovered a bomb factory in Bengal where stone pelting had taken place. If you recall how Bobby Hakim, the close hand of Mamata Banerjee, said that he wants to see a Muslim majority in India. All of this is linked because any individual with suspected terror links moves to Murshidabad, Nadia, South 24 Parganas because it gets the political haven from the Trinamool Congress, where the local administration of the Trinamool Congress helps in making fake voter ID cards, fake Aadhaar cards, and the entire racket, even the current terrorist who's been caught, has been caught in the South 24 Parganas. How is it possible that the pattern on areas where the terrorists are caught are all being voting for the Trinamool Congress majority, 99% of them? So which means, and on the part of the Bangladeshi border, Mr. Mandal does not know the facts. It is Mamata Banerjee who completely rejected and said that she is against a barbed wire on the Indo-Bangladesh border, and we have fenced more Indo-Bangladesh border than what it was in the past. And will Mr. Mandal's party back NRC? Because the crux of the issue is, the crux of the solution is that we need an NRC so that all these illegal Rohingyas, Bangladeshi immigrants who come here, get patronage.
Viewers,
get patronage
and Dr. Ranganathan, I want to bring you into this. Tehseen Punal also waiting. Dr. Ranganathan, you know, I talked about Ratna Biswas, a TMC organizational district head of Boroshat in North 24 Paraganas. Now, imagine if I tell you about a West Bengal MLA, a person who has sworn to uphold the constitution of this country that the India Alliance values. And that MLA's name is Khokan Das. And he appears on a video and he says, quote, many new people are coming, they are from Bangladesh. Many of these people vote for BJP based on Hindu sentiments. He's talking about Hindu Bangladeshis. Please ensure that only those who support our party get a place in the voters list, unquote. It's quite clear that this happens routinely under the watch, the knowing watch of the TMC. Why does it happen? Does it happen because the TMC is complicit in waging a demographic war on India by helping illegals for their vote bank? Is that what's happening?
Rahul, look, I really, first of all, I really don't want to know where you've tickled my good friend Professor Mondal. In any case, it'll be clear
Yes, no
where
part
you
to do
have
that.
tomorrow morning. But can I please say this is very unfortunate what has happened, because this means there is one vote less for Trinamool, unless, of course, the constitution is changed and India allows prisoners to vote, or this terrorist is out on bail, which is also quite possible. But can we get a little bit serious out here? Because I'm not just interested in that this terrorist has been caught in Bengal with a voter ID card. Incidentally, Professor Mondal is wrong, because the State Election Commission actually decides the electoral rules. So it's not a question of union government being involved. But now I want to come.
It's appointed by the
Professor Mondal,
government
I
of
didn't
India.
interrupt you.
Yeah, Professor,
Professor
please.
Mandal.
That's why you guys are attacking. No, hang on.
facts.
That's why you are attacking. Just a minute. That's why you've got a problem in Delhi with the electoral rolls, and you are attacking the State Election Commission. So please, have your senses about you, sir. Maybe I should have tickled you harder. Maybe it would have got you. Maybe it would have got you. Maybe it would have got you to focus.
Come with a
Yes.
hateful mind.
I didn't mean to.
You
I
can't
didn't mean
have
to
senses
pleasure
on
you.
your
I meant to.
show.
No, hang on. Focus.
Do you-
Anyhow,
do you-
one
do you
second.
conduct any
Dr. Ranganathan,
proper
please let him
show?
come in. Let him come in. Let him come in. Let him come.
Is this
Dr. Ranganathan.
journalistic show?
Yes,
You are
yes.
all on
Professor
Sir,
Ranganathan.
I have brought
Rahul,
out the
can I
facts. If you
please-
don't like the facts, I
You
can't
are
help
all on
it.
BJP's
I
payroll,
can't help it, sir. If you
shamefully.
don't like the facts,
Still
I'm
you
quoting
come,
back to you,
knowing
your own
fully
people
well
from
that
your
you are
own
on
party
BJP's
who want to
payroll, we come
legitimize
on your show.
Bangladeshi Muslim voters
You have
as voters.
legitimized BJP's agenda
Okay,
of
anyhow,
journalism.
one second. Doctor, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. We have to look beyond this, because the last part of your sentence, I would say, is the most operative one and needs to be debated on. That is, why is this happening, Rahul? Please give me a minute, because yes, demographic shift is a reality in Bengal. And you know what happens? Changing demography shifts a government's decisions toward appeasement. And what follows, unequivocally, is terror and the state becoming a terror haven. Remember Kashmir, or have we forgotten it already? Rahul, it requires the two strands. One, open discrimination against Hindus, and two, open appeasement for Muslims to be intertwined for this to happen. And I'm afraid Trinamool has achieved this to an extent that it is now impossible to disentangle the two. Let me explain. Give me a minute. Remember how Didi recently warned Hindus to not venture in quote-unquote Muslim areas?
Yes.
Or her silence at TMC Sheikh Alam boasting 4 Pakistans can be created if 30% Muslims come together? Or her silence at TMC MLA saying Taliban-style beatings happen in Muslim Rashtra? Or her silence at Mayor saying being non-Muslim is unfortunate? Or her silence at Havda violence in response to Nupur, or giving ticket to Sayoni of condom over shivling fame? How long before the slogans equivalent to Ralif, Galif, Salif are heard in Kolkata till they were in Kashmir 30 years ago? Violence, it is irrespective that it has been mainstreamed, because 20,000 seats in Panchayat polls went unconstrained in 2018. But the fact of the matter is, whether it be changing Ram Dhenu to Ram Dhenu, taking objection to Jai Shri Ram slogans, opposing CAA, calling Batla encounter fake, appointing a Muslim to Tarkeshwar Temple Board, providing midday meal dining hall for only those schools having 70% or more minority students, curtailing the time duration traditionally permitted for Durga
bring
and
something
immersion
new.
to make
These
way
are
for
all
Muharram
records that
procession,
you are playing.
granting 2.6
Not-
crores of taxpayer
not doing
money
any
to
good
Gurudwara
to you.
Sharif,
Bring something
promising to
new.
give land for
You have
imams,
been
construction
playing
of
these
houses,
broken records
paying
for
more
the
than
last 3
30,000
years.
imams,
Nothing is happening.
2,500 per month and over
Bring
15,000
something
going to
new, my dear
1,500.
friend.
This is blatant.
Nothing happening. These are old records that
Okay.
you have been playing
Professor
for the last
Mandal,
3
Professor,
years.
I'll have to
Nothing
lower
is
your
allow me
fader.
to
Please don't do
political
this.
Rahul,
I'm counting till
You are
3.
free
1,
to
Rahul.
2, 3. Lower his
Are
fader.
you the-
The point is, viewers, people will continue
The point-
to lose.
yeah,
The BJP
Rahul,
will
just to
continue
finish
to
in one
lose if you
sentence,
keep
the
bringing in
point I was
illegals and
making
giving
is
them the voting right. It's
the
called
state
voter manipulation. You don't even need the EVM. Yes, doctor.
I just want to finish it, because I don't want to be interrupted again by Professor Mandal. The atmosphere has been made conducive for these people to filter in. They are not going to Gujarat, are they?
No.
They are going to Kashmir, they are going to Bengal, and soon they will go to other terrorist-friendly states. This is the point I was trying to make. It doesn't happen in a click of a finger. This has taken decades, and TMC is guilty, period.
Tehseen Poonawalla, let me bring you in. See, it's difficult to have this conversation with Professor Mondal.
Yeah.
I hope you'll be more reasonable, but you'll also have to answer me then.
Yeah.
Do you regret the fact that the Congress, that basically, unfortunately, is second side of the same coin, to be honest, should have had an alliance with the ISF, a sectarian organization? Should it therefore, if it is so keen on securing the territorial integrity of our country, should it be opposing the NRC so we can actually identify who these people are before they strike, kill and maim other innocents? You were talking about empathy.
Yeah. I'm very grateful that you gave me this question. So, number one, should the alliance be with the ISF? No, absolutely no.
Why was it?
I think it was a terrible mistake the Congress
No, was it a
made.
mistake? Why?
Of course, terrible.
Why was it a mistake?
Islamic
Viewers,
terror.
it was not a mistake.
May I
This
please?
was not a mistake. This was part of a considered strategy
And it
to
failed.
win the Muslim vote because
it
someone
failed.
outsmarted them,
And it failed.
which was the TMC.
And it failed. Muslims don't vote on these reasons. Muslims vote because they're poor. Number one. Number two, Islamic terror is a reality. You have to accept it, it's a reality because we live in a geography. Having said that,
No, hang on. You said Muslims
please,
don't vote.
please,
Hang on. I'm
please, please.
now going to quote you
believable.
somebody.
I'm
I'm now
giving
going to
them
quote
substantial
you somebody. I'm now going to quote you somebody.
Sure.
And I had put that quote out yesterday of a Kerala left Politburo member.
On Priyanka.
And he said, look at Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's processions in Wayanad.
Correct.
The front and the back are led by Islamist jihadis,
Okay.
extremists.
Now, I hope you'll allow me to make my points because they're very important. I didn't want to divert here, but because he said that, please ask that gentleman the next time. It is his local government and this union government. What are they doing? Look, I am not denying that we live in a geography where there is Islamic terror. You cannot deny it. Having said that, I agree with what my friend Professor Mondal is saying. If these scumbags are coming into India, I agree Mamata Banerjee government is wrong, she's giving them the voter ID card. Why are they crossing? Please allow me, please. It's very important, please. Why are they coming? How are they coming in? Number two, all of the people you've shown are caught. Anand, 1 second. All the people you've shown are caught are called by the Bengal STA. Not by the union government. They're all caught by the Bengal STA. Now the third part. 1 second, please. Of course, Mamata Banerjee is trying to give them a voter ID card. But please answer one thing. Did the Honorable Prime Minister of India in Parliament say yes or no that there will be no NRC?
By your logic,
Did the Honorable Home
one
Minister
second,
say,
by your logic, by your logic, you can shout as much, but by your logic, we should all live in our little silos.
So as the Prime Minister, he said he won't do NRC.
If the police in Bengal, and let me bring in Pradeep Bhandari. Yes.
Who caught these terrorists?
1 second. Let me bring in
Bengal
Pradeep
STA
Bhandari.
caught
Let me
them.
bring in Pradeep Bhandari.
Police caught them.
Bengal
One second,
STA
one
caught
second,
them.
one second.
Arjikar murderer who caught
One second,
Bengal.
one second,
How many
one
has
second.
CBI caught?
One
As
second,
many as
one
Prime Minister's
second,
press
one
conference
second,
is zero.
sir, 1 second,
Bengal,
1
Arjikar-
second, 1 second, please,
You are a
please.
shame.
1 second. We've already got another hysterical Harry on the show. I don't want another. Please.
Just promise me you
come
won't
on,
tickle
calm
me.
down. Please. Please, calm down.
promise
Now,
me
just
that.
1 minute.
Not for pleasure.
One
of
second.
pain.
I don't know.
One
I don't know where you've tickled, but if you need a sanitizer, I can provide that to you, Rahul.
Now, hang on. Let me just bring in the BJP national spokesperson. Pradeep Bhandari, Professor Bhandari. I'll elevate you also since the good professor from the TMC doesn't speak to anyone below that rank. So I'll elevate you. Professor Bhandari, I want to ask you tonight. These people are saying that securing the border is not our problem, it is the center's problem. After that, if they come through, then fine, they have become our brethren and we will give them all the papers. We'll never hand them over to anybody, don't worry. But once they come in, only then they become our problem. Beyond that, they're your problem. So how do you respond to this?
Well, Rahul, first of all, it's a very naive argument by my dear friend and I will answer that. But Tehseen was speaking that the alliance with ISF was wrong. Then it was a misnomer. Then why did the Congress party tie up behind the scene with Maulana Sajjad Nomani, who spoke about Muslim reservation in Maharashtra? Why did the Congress party in Wayanad back a radical outfit? It needs to answer. So it's the pattern of the Congress and the Trinamool Congress. Now let me take the second argument. This is the reality of the Bengal government. 25,000 fake voter IDs were recovered from 11 Vidhan Sabha constituencies, and majority of them were found to be from one community and majority of them were found to be voters of Trinamool Congress. How can this be a coincidence? On the border front, 81% of Indo-Bangladesh border has been sealed. But please tell me any person who understands ground reality in administration, if the local administration, if the DM, if the Patwari is on the call of the Chief Minister giving them fake voter ID card, it's a challenge. And please recall what happened when the NSG team had gone. The NSG team was given a notice by the Birbhum police that how did you catch the stone, how did you attack and how did you act against the terrorists there? So the Bengal government has been shielding terrorists. What is it speaking about?
Well,
and if you relate with what the statements have been, Bobby Hakim has said that he wants a Muslim majority country. All of this cannot be a coincidence. He wants a Muslim majority country with illegals there and giving the fake voter ID cards. It's a pattern, Rahul. You need to be aware. Demography is the destiny of India.
Yes, there is a state police force, and if they realize that something has happened, that the border is proven to be leaky, that the central force has failed, or whatever it is, viewers,
Or it is that
then
state
they
police
must
who
be.
arrested
No, it is
them.
Fader.
Acknowledge
Can't
this.
have so much shouting. I'm going out of this debate in any case. Viewers, it's very simple. If they know the localities, if they know the people, they should arrest them and bring them back. And then in the assembly, ask, or in parliament, if they allow it to function, ask the Home Minister, why are all these people coming in? And why is it that our force has to be stretched to accommodate arrest, etc., all of them, rather than giving them all the documents and legitimizing them? Viewers, you can't have your cake and eat it too, can you? No. Let me move on. And I want to bring in Dr. Ranganathan here. Kanpur Mayor Pramila Pandey has announced a campaign to restore over 125 ancient temples in Muslim-dominated areas of the city and vowed to remove encroachments and resume worship in these temples. Mayor Pandey claimed that the temples which were once integral to the community have either been encroached or fallen into disrepair. And she says that it is our duty. So after Sambal, viewers, in Kanpur now you have this drive. The India Alliance is extremely upset. Let me bring in Dr. Ranganathan. The India Alliance, Dr. Ranganathan, says that this is divisiveness. This reclamation of these abandoned temples is divisiveness. This is not a pursuit of divinity. How do you respond to them?
It's just so bizarre, Rahul. It's just beyond being absurd, because this is not trying to reclaim a disputed Hindu temple, which anyway by law, by constitution, by the opposition parties and by RSS, Hindus can no longer make avail of. This is legitimate Hindu temples that have always been Hindu temples, have not been converted or demolished, but have been, in disrepair for decades, being claimed back. How on earth can anyone object to this? And this is why I tell you that we are I'm sorry, we are no longer 8th class citizens. We are not citizens at all.
Well, viewers, that's the fundamental problem here. The fundamental problem is that a large number of people are not recognizing the fact that this is a civilizational mission. It is to recover what we have lost, a sense of self. I leave it at this, viewers. Palki Sharma with The Vantage coming up.
Presented by
But I will order federal workers to get back to the office in person or be terminated from the job immediately. And we will create the new Department of Government Efficiency headed by Elon Musk. And no, he's not taking the presidency. I like having smart people. You know, they're on a new kick. Russia, 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 Ukraine, 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 all the different hoaxes. And the new one is, President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? He's done a great job. Our citizens, we're going to protect our citizens. But no, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe, you know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country. But the fake news knows that. Now, he's a great guy, and we want to have him. Everybody, so many people are in this audience that have helped.
Donald Trump on Wednesday pressured his fellow Republicans in Congress to reject a stopgap bill that would prevent a government shutdown. The president-elect's intervention disrupts a bipartisan effort to keep the government funded past the end of the week. Trump instead urged Congress to pass legislation that would raise the debt ceiling, a politically difficult task. He also said lawmakers should strip out elements backed by Democrats, whose support would be necessary for passage. He warned that Republicans who vote for the current package could have trouble getting reelected, writing, quote, "Any Republican that would be so stupid as to do this should and will be primaried." Trump ally billionaire Elon Musk chimed in as well, pressuring Congress to reject the bill and saying that those who back it should be voted out of office. Musk spent more than $250 million to help Trump get elected and has been tasked by Trump to prune the federal budget. Right now, the bill would fund government agencies at current levels and provide $100 billion for disaster relief and $10 billion in farm aid. It also includes a wide range of unrelated provisions, such as a pay raise for lawmakers and a crackdown on hidden hotel fees. It does not cover benefit programs like Social Security, which continue automatically. Trump said Congress should limit the bill to temporary spending and disaster relief and also raise the government's borrowing authority. The next steps for Congress were unclear as of Wednesday night. However, a shutdown at this time would disrupt a wide range of services, from air travel to law enforcement, and the days leading up to the Christmas holiday.
Dankeschön für alles.